Crown Mrs. India Femme International 2024 embodies grace, courage, and multifaceted brilliance. She's a proud native of Nagaland. Nyasa carries her cultural heritage with pride, married to a Malayali Bangalorean and a mother to a son and a daughter. Her home is in the vibrant wonders of traditions, a true testimony of unity and diversity. By where you come from, but how boldly you rise. Rewrite your story, relive your dreams, and never be afraid to begin again.
Viva Miss Vartika Singh, a powerhouse who first made her mark in 2015 as the second runner-up at Femina Miss India before triumphing as Miss Grand India 2015 and continuing that journey to bring laurels home as the second runner-up at Miss Grand International. Her success culminated in 2019 when she was crowned Miss Universe India and ended a 4-year placement for our country on the global Miss Universe stage. This extraordinary journey makes her the only pageant queen in India to have clinched both the Femina Miss India title and Miss Diva Universe. As one of the top models from India, she has commanded the covers of major magazines including Vogue, Femina and Filmfare while working alongside design giants like Mahesh Malhotra and Gaurav Gupta. Recently, she has also made her successful Bollywood debut in the movie Hack alongside Imran Hashmi and Yami Gautam. She is the only beauty queen from India who represented the nation at 2 global pageants and brought laurels, and her unparalleled legacy takes center stage as our showstopper. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Vartika Singh.
Thank you, Nagaland. Thank you so much. And first of all, a very good evening to all of you. And thank you for having me here today. Forerunners Foundation, Nagaland, I cannot express how happy I am that you've made me part of this beautiful event. Nagaland is on my wish list, and today I get to witness the beautiful land of yours. I am in awe with people, culture, and the love that you're sharing with me. And I genuinely want whoever is watching this to come visit Nagaland. I just want to say that how happy and grateful I am that I can share this moment with all of you and celebrate our beautiful queens and the beautiful design. I genuinely want to invite our designer as well, and please give him a big round of applause for creating this amazing collection and showcasing the wonderful show that he's done. Thank you and enjoy your night.
The official designer for the Legacy Runway is Teja. He is the director of TS Academy of Design, a fashion designer, choreographer, runway coach, and a storyteller through style. With nearly 2 decades of experience in the industry, he has directed numerous fashion shows and pageants, bringing vision, precision, and artistry to every production. A dedicated fashion educator, Mr. Teja actively promotes fashion design as a dynamic and lucrative profession, inspiring the next generation to pursue creativity with confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage our official fashion designer, Mr. Teja Sekhose. Give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Teja Sekhose. To welcome on stage our official show director, Mr. Neetu Kamo, and the choreographer, Mrs. Pewe Tune Kamo. They run the Talent Foresight, a leading grooming institute based in Kohima. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you, Mr. and